The last thing that you want is leaks. Hey everybody, it's Carrie here from Lucca Coffee, and today we are at our roastery, roasted by Mom. I have the cart with me today. I brought it in last night and we're setting it up because we are getting our inspection done for the cart in the next couple of days. So today I wanted to get it set up and do a little bit of a trial run to make sure that our plumbing is going well, the electrical is going well, that if there's any modifications or tweaks I have to do in far as flow when we're serving customers. This is a perfect time to get that all set up and ready, and that is what we're doing today. Right now, what we have is our rinser pitcher here. We have our ice bin here to store ice in, and then we had to add a hand washing sink per the health department code. It's pretty bare right now, but we have to include a couple of things when we're mobile. So number one, we have to have a gray water tank. We have to have our freshwater tank, which we have to put here. So I had Joey fill up the jug for our hand washing sink, but we're just using the water straight out of the tap, where the freshwater tank here is for the espresso machine. The reason why I had to separately fill it is because your espresso machine needs some sort of filtered water. We have a dedicated filtration system in our cafe. So I had to do multiple pours into this jug. Primarily you want to do water that has been filtered or reverse osmosis or treated with a packet like third wave water, which helps balance out the pH levels, gives you the minerals that you need for your espresso machine. But I don't have the packets here, so we're going to do filtered water today, which is good enough. These blue jugs are for our gray water, our wastewater. So you could tell there's a size difference. This jug, the clear one, has to be opaque or clear for the fresh water. That is regulation. These blue jugs here are a 7-gallon jug. So this is 5 gallons, this is 7 gallons. The trippy thing is that we don't have a lot of space here in our cart. And they want us to have a 1-inch gap, air gap, between our gray water tank and the ice machine. And so basically the piping has to be like 1-inch gap, visible. So that way if there's anything dirty or something, they want that gap. Here we are, the espresso machine and the grinder. My good friend Joey here is going to help me. On the espresso machine, we got a couple of things that are happening. So first, this is our braided water line that is connected to the espresso machine. My husband and I actually cut a hole underneath the machine, so we're going to snake it through that way. And we're going to put that in there along with the drain cord. This is where the gray water is going to be connected into, and we're going to drain it. So we got the 3/8 connector here, and this is a push connect, so you push in. You know what, I am going to make sure to label these so I know which line is which. So that's a very important thing. When you get your plumbing all dialed in, make sure you put like pieces of tape around with like what connectors are with. That's going to really help you out. We have the 3/8 water connection so far for our pitcher rinser, and then we have the 3/8 connection here to our espresso machine. This is going to be our wastewater line for the gray water tank. And what I have up here is plumber's putty, because we were dealing with a lot of issues with leaking, and these are the right connectors, but for some reason it kept spitting out water. We checked the seals and everything like that. So plumber's putty, I just slapped it on there and it actually fixed itself. Okay, so we have our water dispenser, our pump right here. We have the accumulator. This end is going to connect to where that shut-off valve is. And then this is our power cord. And this white cord right here is actually plugged into our dispenser. So we already have that plugged in. So the next thing we need to do is set up and plug in our fancy grinder that we have. Get that. Plumbing is pretty much set up here and electrical. Now we're going to be focusing on the hand washing sink. We have our drain with the P-trap, which that was a requirement, which was interesting. I've never put a sink together before until this moment. So I will have to say this is definitely a learning curve for me. Build a coffee cart, they said. It would be fun, they said. Okay. Oh, forgot this. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to be a plumber at the end of this, I swear. I'm going to, like, know everything. Okay, got that.
I think it's going to work now.
It's going to work now, yeah. Okay, got it on there. Yahoo. Pop that in. Pop the sink. Got our gray water attachment. Now here's the twister. We got to also include this right over here. Our secondary plumbing for the cart. So we're required to have hot and cold water. This is the Ready Hot. This is a tankless water heater that we're going to connect to our hand washing sink. I love this thing because it does warm up the water really quickly. It's small as far as space. You just connect it from the top, and then it dispenses out your hot water, so it meets all the requirements for your health department. And then this line right here connects to our water pump. So the next challenge on this is getting the plug for here to reach over there. Yahoo! And here's the best part of it all, boys and girls. We got to squeeze this in here because the health department requires us to have refrigeration on the unit. I don't know how confident I feel about putting the fridge right behind the plumbing. Since we're testing everything, I'm not too worried about getting everything up here. I just want to make sure the plumbing and everything is workable. For today, we are gonna just leave the fridge on the outside just to make sure that all this is running efficiently. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, here we go, everybody. Let's do this. Okay. All right. No leaks. Okay. Everything's firing on all cylinders. The fridge is working. That's important. Hallelujah. This is obviously hot garbage. I definitely need to modify what's behind here a little bit. Probably cut down on some lines, because there's a lot of excess line that needs to be cut down, but we're working with what we got. Our hot water. Oh, that's hot. Whew. Dude, that almost burned my hand. Let's see. Oh, here's our steam wand. You can tell that the water level is filling up here, so that's why the boiler button is flashing. You know, you guys are the first people to see this live in action. I'm just letting you know. Like, this is a huge, it's a big step. So let's get some beans. Let's get our supplies. And let's also warm up the espresso machine too. There we go. So this is the Anthem Luna grinder that was recommended to me. It's really fancy. If you look in our cafe, we have pre-used equipment that's like 20 years old. So this is like first real like new equipment we're working with, which is wild to me. And this is going to be the first time I'm calibrating the grinder. So when I talk about dialing the espresso, we're just meaning the grind size, big or small. And what I mean by big or small is that typically when you grind coffee, you grind it really chunky, which is going to be the most coarse grind, which is meant for French roast, or if you're brewing cold brew coffee. You have a drip grind, which is kind of in the middle between coarse and fine. So that's going to be for like your Mr. Coffees or like your just filtered coffee in general. And then you finally have fine grind, which is made for the espresso. So the espresso grinder itself is designed specifically for the espresso machine on the finer side of the grind. So it's just dialing in how fine the particles of the grounds are going to be. Let's go ahead and pull ourselves a double shot. Oh, that's too fast. But this is the first shot ever. That's a big old cup of espresso. Let's see. So that might be too coarse. Yeah, you're supposed to get at least 2 ounces, which is right there. I mean, look at the crema though. Like, the crema is just insane on this. Wow. Well, that's beautiful. Oh.
Did the drain hose?
Oh.
It's the drain hose.
Damn it. Now we made sure the drain line is in the gray tank where it belongs. Hello, how you doing? So we're just doing a dry run.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's support the dry run.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
I was going to do 1 hot and 1 cold iced latte.
Yeah. That is totally doable. Okay. Okay.
That's a lot better.
Yes, a lot better. Yay! I did 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right on point. So you're probably wondering, Carrie, why do you have to get licensing for this if you own a roastery? And that's a great question. We are licensed under the Department of Agriculture. We are considered a food manufacturer. Now, because we are in our manufacturing facility, we are able to serve milk within our facility because we have all the things that we need here. But when it comes to going outside to other places, serving lattes and stuff outside of our roastery, we have to get a license from the health department. But it's worth it to me because I look at it as a return on investment, because I'm going out to people, I'm meeting people where they're at and giving the opportunity to serve lattes and drinks to people if they, never heard of us before. So it's a great way to get that outreach and let people try our coffee for the way it is. Woohoo! Let's see. Ha! That is cool. It's a huge deal. It's like, I can't believe it's real. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you so much for joining us on this video today. I hope this video is helpful in any shape or form. If you made it to the end, congratulations. Really excited of everything coming together with all the hard work and labor that myself, my husband, have put into this cart to make it a reality. I am super excited to see it functioning right now. Obviously, there's a couple of things we need to modify and tweak, but as long as everything is functional, everything is working, we're not dealing with any leaks, then we're going to pass our inspection for sure. So if you love this video, please subscribe to this channel, as I'm trying to have more content on here talking about starting up a mobile coffee company as a coffee roaster myself, and walking you through the journey of how we're doing everything. So please like, comment, interact with this video, as we want to put it out more into the YouTube world. So thanks for joining us, and I'll see you on the next video.